Is it a monster story, a science fiction horror? What if I told you Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is actually a 200-year-old, inspired by a myth thousands of years older, about ambition, creation, and the terrifying consequences of playing God? Frankenstein isn't just a monster's name. It's the name of the man who created him, a modern Prometheus. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why that title is the most important and most chilling part of the entire story. Hello, and welcome. Today, we're dissecting one of the most iconic novels ever written, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, or the Modern Prometheus. Forget the green-skinned, bold-necked monster from old movies. We're going deep into the heart of the book, exploring the powerful myth that Shelley used as its foundation. We'll start by understanding the original fire stealer, the Greek titan Prometheus. Then, we'll see how Victor Frankenstein mirrors this ancient figure, but with a dark, modern twist. Finally, we'll uncover Shelley's profound warning about the relationship between science, morality, and our responsibility as creators. This isn't just a literary analysis, it has to look into the very soul of human ambition and its potential for both greatness and catastrophe. So, let's begin. To understand Frankenstein, we first have to travel back to ancient Greece and meet the titan, Prometheus. His name literally means forethought. In Greek mythology, Prometheus was a rebel with a cause. He saw humanity, newly created by the gods, as helpless creatures, shivering in the dark without knowledge or skill. So, in a magnificent act of defiance, he stole fire, the symbol of knowledge, technology, and divine power from Mount Olympus, and gave it to mankind. This single act transformed humanity. With fire, we could forge tools, build civilizations, and create art. Prometheus was our ultimate benefactor, the being who elevated us from mere animals to masters of our own destiny. But this gift came at a terrible price. Zeus, the king of the gods, was enraged. He couldn't take the fire back. So, he punished its thief. Prometheus was chained to a rock for eternity, where an eagle would descend each day to eat his liver, only for it to grow back overnight, repeating his torment forever. Prometheus's story is a profound paradox. He is both a hero and a sufferer. He gave us the spark of creation, but was eternally punished for it. He represents the double-edged sword of knowledge. It empowers us, but it can also lead to immense suffering. This powerful myth of creation, rebellion, and eternal consequence is the very blueprint Mary Shelley used for her modern tale. Now, let's turn to a dark and stormy night in Ingolstadt, where a young, brilliant student named Victor Frankenstein is about to make his own fateful decision. Like Prometheus, Victor is driven by a monumental ambition. He doesn't want to just help humanity, he wants to conquer its greatest enemy, death itself. He declares, "A new species would bless me as its creator and source. Many happy and excellent natures would owe their being to me." He is intoxicated by the idea of becoming a god, of bestowing the spark of being not upon clay figures, but upon inanimate matter. This is where the parallel becomes a chilling modern tragedy. Victor succeeds. He gathers materials from the dissecting room and the slaughterhouse and, through a process he refuses to reveal, animates his creation. But the moment his creature opens its dull yellow eye, Victor is filled not with paternal pride, but with absolute horror and disgust. He sees not a beautiful new life, but a wretch, a monster, a catastrophe. And what does this modern Prometheus do? He runs. He abandons his creation, leaving this powerful, intelligent, and newborn being utterly alone in a world that will instantly hate it. Unlike the original Prometheus who championed his creation, Victor rejects his. He gives his creature life, but denies it love, guidance, and a name. This act of abandonment is the novel's true original sin. While Prometheus suffered for loving humanity too much, Victor and everyone he loves will suffer because he failed to love his creation at all. His fire was the spark of life, but his failure was a complete lack of responsibility for the flame he had lit. The creature wasn't born a monster, he was made one by the cruelty and neglect of his own creator. Mary Shelley was writing Frankenstein at the dawn of the Industrial Revolution and a new age of scientific discovery. The world was changing at a dizzying pace. Electricity was being explored, old beliefs were being challenged, and the power of human intellect seemed limitless. Shelley, surrounded by scientific and philosophical discussions, wasn't anti-science. Instead, her novel serves as a profound and timeless warning about the ethical void that can accompany unchecked ambition. Victor's tragedy is not that he pursued knowledge, but that he pursued it without wisdom or a moral compass. He was obsessed with the how to create life but never once stopped to ask why, or what comes next. He never considered his duties to the life he was creating. The story forces us to ask terrifyingly relevant questions. Just because we can do something, does that mean we should? When we create powerful new technologies, be it artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, or nuclear power, what is our responsibility to manage their consequences? Shelley argues that creation is not the final act, it is the first step in a lifelong commitment. True genius is not just about the breakthrough, but about the follow-through. Victor's failure to nurture his creation, to take responsibility for its existence, unleashes a wave of destruction that consumes them both. The novel warns that when science is divorced from morality, when ambition outstrips empathy, the result isn't progress, it's monstrosity. It's a message that grows more urgent with every new discovery we make, a reminder that our greatest power must always be tempered by our greatest humanity. So, Frankenstein is far more than a simple horror story. It is Mary Shelley's masterful reinterpretation of an ancient myth to critique our own modern world, and ours. Victor Frankenstein is the modern Prometheus, not because he successfully stole the fire of the gods, but because he catastrophically failed to handle it. He represents the terrifying potential of human genius when it is stripped of compassion and responsibility. The creature, in all his tragedy, reflects the consequences of that failure, a mirror to the ugliness not of his face, but of his creator's soul. Shelley's warning echoes through the centuries. Our creations, whether they are living beings, algorithms, or global technologies, will reflect the morality we embed within them. The pursuit of knowledge is noble, but it must be bound by empathy and foresight. Otherwise, we risk becoming modern-day victors, haunted by the very monsters we ourselves bring into the world. What do you think? Is scientific progress today paying enough attention to Shelley's warning? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this exploration insightful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that shape our world. Thank you for watching.